sit down? Can I sit down? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Davis Manor. I'm Brittany, this is Pumpkin, and today it's a stormy, rainy evening. Pumpkin was in the spotlight today. It's a stormy, rainy evening. I'm looking a hot mess, but that doesn't matter because we gotta talk about what we're planning for the next couple months. From now until Halloween. Ah! Oh, pumpkins. You're so sweet. We gotta figure out, well, hold on. We don't have to figure anything out because I already have it on a little timeline, which I can share to show you what I'm looking at. And Igor's here too. Okay. Almost the whole gang is here. It's me, Pumpkin, Igor, and Gatsby is out there. So what am I trying to say? But I wanted to go over what the plans are from now until Halloween. Actually now until November 1st, because that's when I'm throwing my kids' Halloween party. Let's just jump into this and let's talk about what our plans are from now till then. Starting here at the bottom left, August 12th, which was today, a couple days ago. That's when I created this list. So actually we're at the 15th. Tomorrow, the 16th, I have other engagements I have to involve myself in, which is a murder mystery party. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna try and get some footage of that for like a reel or something. But anyway, so I can't start tomorrow is what I'm saying, the 16th. But the 17th through the 30th of August, I'm wanting to decorate outside. I don't know where you guys live, but it's been so stinking hot here. So I'm really dreading getting the outside decor put up and put together, but it's gotta get done and I can't wait for the weather to cool down to get to that point. So I'm just gonna have to face the heat, get the stuff out there and start decorating outside. And I kind of want to change it up a little bit this year. Like every year I kind of do similar type decorating ideas. Pumpkin. But I think I might switch it up just a little bit this year. So I'm gonna have to I mapped it out on a piece of paper, but I don't know what I'm actually gonna do. Pumpkin, honey, hi. Anyway, so August 17th through the 30th, my goal is to have all the outside decorations up before September. That's the goal, that's the plan. We'll see if it actually happens, but that is what my plan is. August 23rd, I plan to start working on my costumes. Every year I have multiple costumes. So I have the adult party, I'm a costume. I have a costume for the kids party. Then for actually like on Halloween, and then I always do something for my work too. My idea this year for the adult party, I think I want to be Reagan from The Exorcist, but I also thought of something earlier today. Wouldn't it be cool to be Mia from Evil Dead, the 2013 remake? Like whenever she's like, you know, like possessed, that would be a really cool costume too. The makeup would be really cool, very similar to Reagan, I think, but I just don't know if anybody's done that one. And nope, I mean, honestly, probably not as many people would recognize that, but I don't know. Reagan from The Exorcist is such an iconic, like, costume, I think. You can get, like, the nightgown, mess your hair up, do some cool makeup. I think that would be really fun. So anyway, I think I'm gonna do that for the adult party. For the kids party, this is going to be a surprise, but I think I'm just gonna say it. For the kids party, my plan was to be Ursula because Drew was wanting to be Flounder. And for the kids party, we kind of like do an almost couples type costumes and or something cute or funny. So maybe Ursula, I haven't completely decided on that yet. For actual Halloween day, no clue, no idea what I'm doing yet. I've had thoughts of maybe Annabelle, but I really don't know. I want to do something kind of fun, something warm because Halloween is usually freezing up here. And then for my work party, so it's not set in stone yet, but I was talking to some coworkers and we want to try and do a huge group costume, something that's going to be, you know, enough for people if they want to dress up, to give them a lot of opportunity, or those that don't really like to dress up or kind of just want, you know, to be involved but don't want to put in a lot of effort, to give them an option too. So we thought of doing The Price is Right. You can have some people dress up as like the wheel, or some people dress up as like, you know, they're standing there with like the numbers in front of them. And I'll try and show a picture here of like some inspo of what I'm thinking about. And also someone can be Bob Barker, and I took dibs on that. I'm like, please, if we do Price is Right, can I be Bob Barker? I think it'll be really fun to do like the makeup, get like that long skinny microphone, you know, and like a suit or whatever. I just think that'd be really fun. Just like the old school Price is Right. So anyway, I got to work on all those costumes. And then let's see. So that was August 23rd. So August 24th through October 25th. So this is a long stretch of timeline. But starting August 24th, I need to work on the haunted house. I guess that really depends on if I can get everything out of the basement into my yard, which, like I said, my goal is to get it all out by September. So this might not line up, but as soon as I can get my basement cleared out, at least enough, I can start working on my haunted house in my basement. So like I said, I put it on there on the 24th, but that might not begin till September 1st. But at least if I start the 24th, I can start getting supplies for my haunted house the following week. August 27th, finalize costume ideas and order accessories for costumes. So that's why I have to start on August 23rd, get my costumes put together, ideas of what I want, and then that way I can order accessories on the 27th. So then whenever those come in, I can piece all of my costume together, make sure that there's things that if I need, I'll have time to order them, or if I need to do something custom, I can do that. And also I order some special effects contacts sometimes, so if I need to do any of that, I'll have time to find the ones that I need, etc., etc. I just want to give myself plenty of time to get everything I need for my costume, because I'm a huge believer in accessorizing your costume. You don't just want the bare minimum of your costume, you want to accessorize to really give it that extra oomph, you know what I mean? September 1st, I want to do a trial run, pretty much. Install batteries and everything, keep count of how many are needed for the party. So September 1st, put batteries in everything. Write down how many AA, how many AAA batteries that I need, and then keep that for the later date whenever the Halloween party comes. So I know how many batteries I need to have beforehand, because I like to put batteries in the day before the party. Because, you know, sometimes you put batteries in things and it's on like a timer. Like it'll be like a, I don't know, like a 6-hour timer, and then it's off for like 18 hours or something like that. So I want to make sure I get the batteries in and I turn the timer so that it turns on exactly how I want it the next day. Okay, so then yeah, I do all of that on September 1st. And that'll give me time to kind of utilize those batteries up through spooky season, and then I'll be able to put in a new batch of batteries right before the party, so I know everything is working tip-top shape. September 6th, order custom cups. So for my Halloween party, every year I do a custom cup. This year we're doing a little something different, and I think I mentioned that in my, maybe I didn't mention it. If I didn't, I'll go ahead and tell you now. We're wanting to do a you survived versus you did not survive the Davis Manor party this year. And in doing so, we're gonna have a haunted trail in our backyard. And I think weather pending, because if it's muddy, I don't want people trekking mud, obviously. So this could change, but my idea is to have people go through that trail, pick out a fortune, like out of like a bowl or something. They pick out a fortune. There's a scenario that would be like, you tripped and fell in the woods and you did not survive. So then at the end of the trail, you tell me, oh, I did not survive. And then you get a I did not survive souvenir cup or whatever. You get the idea. So anyway, we got to figure all that out because I have to order the cups because they take a few weeks to come in. So September 6th, order custom cups. September 12th, I need to start any DIY projects because I'm really bad at DIY anything, but I have to give myself plenty of time to kind of work through any issues that I'm having, or if I want to, for example, this year I kind of want to put a DIY fence around our graveyard that we put outside, and I'm gonna have to make it, obviously. So I need to give myself plenty of time to get the supplies, put it together, see how I like it out there. If I need to move anything or change anything up, this will give me plenty of time. September 15th, I want to create a Facebook event for the adults and the kids party. And I think that actually might be a little bit late in the game to start that. But I was thinking, I've debated doing this earlier than September 15th because I want to be sure that I get on people's calendars for my party, so that they know that my party is coming, what day it is, and then that's for the adult and the kids party. I'm kind of torn on wanting to do it a little bit sooner though. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Pumpkin had to go potty. Okay, where was I? Let's see. September 15th, create Facebook event for adult and kids party. So I think I mentioned I had debated making that sooner than September 15th, but that gives me about a month and a half to give people a heads up to get me on their calendars so that they can make it to my parties. I wanted to kind of do it a little bit like sooner than that, but I also don't want my party to be kind of like an out of sight, out of mind thing. September is when people, normal people, start thinking about spooky season. I want this to be kind of at a prime time that they're thinking about Halloween. They see my invitation, they put it on their calendar, they really plan for it. If you do it too early, I guess it really depends, because I know I've said before, and I've thought about this too, if you put it out like 2 months before, then that gets you in their mind first. So if there's someone else that has a Halloween party the same exact day, they've already got your party in mind. You know what I mean? But I think September 15th is a good kind of date because, you know, that's around the time people start thinking about spooky season, and then they're like, oh, look, we got a party we can plan to go to or whatever. I guess just whatever fits your timeline is what you would need to do. A month and a half to 2 months, I think, is a good amount of time ahead. What are you doing? No. What do you got? No. I don't know what the hell she has. September 20th, order kids party prizes. So I know a couple years ago when we did the kids party, we ordered a bunch of little kids prizes from Shein or Temu or whatever. I don't think we're doing all these games like we did that year. We'll probably have some games. What is going on today with my dog? But I don't need as many small little game prizes. Oh, Pumpkin, relax, girl. I gotta figure out what games we're doing and what events we're doing so that I can get some appropriate prizes for those games. Sorry, my dog and cat are being so wild right now. You're being wild. So anyway, I gotta figure out what we're doing for this is the Davis Zoo over here. Oh my God, she's right under my camera. Get a puppy, they said. Okay, sorry. Back to the timeline. So yeah, I gotta figure out what prizes we're doing so I can get appropriate, or no, sorry. I gotta figure out what games we're doing so we can get appropriate prizes for those games. If we do 5,000 games like we did a couple years ago, we're gonna need 5,000 different prizes. But if we just do like a couple games or something, then maybe just a couple prizes. I don't know what we're doing yet. I gotta figure it out. I should have a dog Halloween party. Wouldn't that be fun? Everybody just bring their dogs over. You're so wild, girl. Okay, next. September 25th, order catering. Every single year I order Chick-fil-A. We always talk about switching it up a little bit and we never do. The only switching up we usually ever do is we always do sandwiches. We do regular and spicy. Sometimes we order nuggets. But I'll be honest, the nuggets are not as much of a hit as the sandwiches because the sandwiches stay warm in the little pack that they give you. So also, order catering. I also always add in there to get the warming pack for Chick-fil-A, because one year they did not give us a warming pack, which we were already spoiled by the warming pack because the year prior they gave us one. We thought they just came with catering. Well, one year we didn't get it, and it wasn't like a complete disaster, but the food didn't stay hot for a couple hours. So if you order Chick-fil-A, always ask for the warming pack. Anyway, we're gonna do that September 25th. And if we want any other type of food, we got to figure it out by that date so I can get catering set up for that as well. We've thought of in the past to do like Chick-fil-A and then possibly like some sandwiches or something, like some sub sandwiches, Jimmy John's or something, or like Hungry Hobo or like whatever. I don't know if you have a Hungry Hobo near you, but they have like these giant subs you could buy. We thought about doing stuff like that, but I just know it's not gonna stay as fresh. It'll sit out for 30 minutes and then it'll start feeling soggy and like room temp, and nobody wants that. So I gotta think about what I could do. I guess you could always put like cold sandwiches in a cooler, whatever, we gotta figure it out. Anyway, September 25th, order catering. Okay, so October 1st, start office decorations, but you know what? I probably should have put on here sometime mid-September to start making decorations for October 1st, because I'm sure if we're doing a Price is Right theme down our aisle, or are we just doing like Halloween and general decorations? We usually try to like make our theme what our costume is. So I need to see what the plan is. So maybe I need to make somewhere on here mid-September, get with the team to see what the decoration idea is this year. Do we want to go full-blown Halloween, or do we want to gear it towards the Price is Right? Or if we do a different costume, I guess we need to figure all that out. So anyway, lots more to figure out until October 1st, which is whenever I want to start decorating my office. October 4th through the 25th, finalize the haunted trail and finishing touches. So there's a couple things. The haunted trail is cleared out, like it is a trail. I gotta make sure that there's any sort of trimming that I need to get done out there, branches, you know, any sort of like vines or anything. I don't want any tripping hazard down there. I need to get all the decorations through the trail put together. I wanna make sure it's all finalized. So for the 4th through the 25th, which is the day of the party, I want to make sure everything is good. If you know, the lights that go down the trail, I need to make sure they're all lit and working properly, yada yada, etc., etc. I just got to make sure everything is in place during that time. October 5th is Drew's birthday, so I have to make sure. I didn't want to put it on the timeline, but I got to make sure I get him a fun present sometime before. And he's so hard to buy for. If you have any idea at all of what I could get Drew, please let me know in the comments, because he is so hard to buy for. I always try to do something like custom, because the boy has anything that he could ever want, really. If he wants it, he'll buy it. He leaves nothing for me to buy. So I think for Valentine's Day, I got him a custom blanket with just a bunch of pictures of pumpkin on it. So any ideas, let me know in the comments of what I can get Drew for his birthday. Okay, so kind of like an empty space between the 5th through the 25th. That's because this is all finalizing, final touches. Anything that I can do to prepare for the 25th is happening between the 5th and the 25th. I'm hopefully gonna take a week or two off from work during that time, just so I can prepare for everything, because October 25th is party day, and it's usually a very, very hectic day for me. And I usually take the next week off of work, but if I take that week before the party off, I'll be able to get everything set how I want. You know, it will be a lot less stress. I take that next week off because that's when my mom comes into town to visit me, and she'll stay throughout Halloween. So anyway, possibly taking 2 weeks off this October to prepare for the party and for Halloween. October 26th through the 30th, prepare for kids' party. So on the 31st is Halloween, so I won't be doing anything for the kids' party that day. We will go hand out candy at our brother-in-law's house, or at my brother-in-law's house, my husband's brother's house. So I won't be able to do anything that day, but up until then, I wanna get everything ready for the kids' party. I wanna get the haunted house set back up if there was any issues, and just get the house all ready for kids, get the games set up, all this stuff. And then for November 1st will be the kids' party, and we usually do like tacos in a bag, or we'll do something easy like hot dogs or something like that. So it's not catered, it's just whatever we make hamburgers, hot dogs, tacos in a bag, whatever we decide to do that year. Won't be as stressful. There won't be any catering. We'll probably get like a cake or cupcakes or something, and then there'll of course be tons of candy for the kids. That is my next 2 months in a nutshell. Lots and lots of planning, lots and lots of doing. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot going on. So if I seem like I'm overwhelmed and stressed, it's because I am. But it's okay. It's all fun because nobody would do this if it wasn't fun and for the sake of the spirit of Halloween. So someone's got to do it. We're keeping the spirit alive over here, aren't we, Pumpkin? She's my little monster. Okay, everyone, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have a timeline of what you do throughout the last couple of months before Halloween. Also, let me know what to get Drew for his birthday. I just gotta try and stay on track here because time is ticking. The ball is rolling right now. We're running out of time. We gotta get this stuff going, and there's a lot to do. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off here, edit this video, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. Like I said, today's the 15th. This was written on the 12th. Who knows when I'll get it out, but just know that I'm working on this. I'm working on whatever's next on my list, working on costumes and getting the yard decorated and yada yada, whatever. Okay, so anyway, that's it for today's video. We will see you on the next one. Bye.